There are things which a man is afraid to tell even to himself. And every decent man has a number of such things stored away in his mind, meaning there are actually always certain things that not even are we going to be able to admit to them, or we're certainly not going to be able to face them, confront them either, because obviously of their danger, complication, difficulty that they involve and engage in themselves in one way or another. And that means there has always been something or another or certain things in our mind, in our past, that were put into repression, because ultimately all we have done is repress ourselves, either because of societal conformity, external needs, public demands, desires, expectancies for success, conformity, approval, agreement to external principles, ideologies, rules, regulations, norms. All the time we have not only sacrificed ourselves and compromised with our own truth, validation, boundaries, but we have also repressed ourselves in a lot of ways, in a lot of obviously things to a great and a significant degree that now we can't even relate to ourselves or identify our character, integrity, morality, and certainly we're experiencing and overcoming and struggling with depression, anxiety, despair, frustration, and other existential problems in our lives because of the same kind of repression that we do, because ultimately we're afraid of what we cannot face, and that's why we repress, ignore, overlook certain parts of the past, of the unconscious mind, and that is stored in the unconscious, and that is what we call the repressed. So there are always going to be certain things or another that each and every one of us have in our lives that we're afraid to come to the confrontation, realization, and recognition of, that we now regularly had to pursue certain things or another, and obviously busy ourselves in addiction and obsession towards validation, attention, approval, fame, riches, comfort, and other futilities, just because we want to divert ourselves, just because we do not want to recognize our shortcomings, weaknesses, deficiencies, or what happened to us in the past. But if we face it, recognize it, realize it, then there would be no problems either. But because we could not do this, we're now having to seek distractions, and we become obviously obsessed with pleasure, entertainment, validation, and all the other futilities as I just mentioned earlier. So there are things that we can neither face, or we've stored them so deep and dark place that now they cannot be found, and we're struggling from the absence of those things in our lives in one way or another. So that's how this paradox of the unconscious